hai mua lúa ti mua tù lúa chơi nhỏ giờ vì lê cha pi mua y thủ giờ thủ chi tù pi chi sơ ni ô plo sơ nhỏ tù sơ ki cô ki cho thùng chi đàn chi mu cho mong lúa nhỏ ni sơ cho ta cô rồi Hallelujah, cho ba chỉ mù lúa chơi nhỏ.
Na Dr. Kevin, Koobmoov, Thao, MD, MPH. Dr. Kevin is a family physician, chief medical officer. He earned his bachelor's degree in medical microbiology and immunology from the University of Madison. Before pursuing his medical education at the UW School of Medicine and Public Health. With extensive experience in family medicine and research, Dr. Kevin founded the Hmong Health Council of South Central Wisconsin, which focused on improving the health of Hmong Americans in the region by educating about healthy lifestyles, healthcare access, advocating for safe community, educating healthcare providers, and promoting research on Hmong American health. Please welcome Dr. Kevin.
Hello, okay, good. All right, hôm nay là buổi sáng ô trò cho bé đó thay đó là sorry. Sáng ô trò cho tiền lầu bằng những doctor giống như mấy cô giờ ở từ cho giống thì ở từ lầu cô chạy sáng từ bé đó là còn nó thì cô ấy có giống là cái bé đó là bé mong in gì ha cho yêu mấy hút chú sử yêu mấy hút chú là chỉ cho lấy tiền đó là yêu mấy hút chú sẽ yêu bé đó là cái đó chạy yêu là mấy hút chú bé yêu sáng đông càng để nhận cái bằng lấy tiền là bé yêu to ở lại cái bé yêu tao sẽ yêu chỉ ở trong lấy tiền là thọ rằng sĩ cho bé ha cho họ bé những yêu nhiều mong mình càng là thế hà lượng mong là ít nhiều sáng rồi này để thọ rằng chuyện này ổn định nó của ba đã bên nhau để rõ ha đó là ta cũng nông bé lũ audience ý lù nó nè ok để nhà mình bao introduce của là của cái Koobmoov Kevin Koobmoov Thao nhà mình tụi Koobmoov Thao nhau hùa sợ ha của sáng ở chỗ của tao lâu chữ la lâu sinh cao ha lâu là mang của mấy của to sáng của nó mới tháo sợi ra bây giờ mong hòa sợ ha để của chỉ to đây là Australia to đó chỉ có lâu màu đó rồi sao tôi chỉ mình nó biết được cái nó gì thao nó từ của sáng nó ít luôn này nó giờ mấy Indo nó là chỉ là cái ấp hàng của tôi rồi cái mấy của trâu từ cam mò COVID cho mấy cụ mò đó là mấy cụ chắc ăn rong to lại mấy cụ trang thế cho cụ sai sao ok học biết tu how about giờ mấy nó từ mấy chuyện này mấy tu nhau mấy chuyện này là mấy tu kinh cho COVID chắc ăn recover tao chắc ăn rong lại trang thế sao alright ok有落印章了呢 ok để cho mấy nè cụ sang start kiến rồi từ Koobmoov hóa sai ở từ hóa sai hay từ Koobmoov nhau Wisconsin nó cho mấy là you're welcome, okay? Cô khăn nụ để tăng lên nó này, okay, bé màu ra, okay? That's it. Cô khăn nụ cái Koobmoov nó để nhà thì thái băng mê, từ Koobmoov nó để bé, cho cái Koobmoov cô trồng, bé block xuống nó lại, trồng sa hạt tàn sinh, bé cô chỉ ô trò từ Koobmoov nó plug yang mong tàn cho là chỗ, bé cô băng tàu bình tù, ở bên tù là ha. Ô lên nó ha, rồi lại cứ bé nhỏ in用để rồi đó. ít lần nó để ưu trời yêu tao set up mình chỉ cho bé học nó để cứ ta bé xí lại cứ chỉ một chỗ cậu là thì mình mong xí hôm nay mình mong sai cho lót ta mình mong sai tới nhà cứ ta bé take break mong ha tới nhà cứ chọn cho nó nói cứ bên là mà bi cứ dạng tận này nó mong ok để mua lại cứ chỉ một chỗ cậu là thì cho bé
mò mua cái lo dễ thế nào mò thì nó ba xia cho nó mò nó bé nó chỉ dùng mua mò theo.
Alright, nhiều xí rõ nó thì cứ lúc sai nhiều lúc rõ này a little better. Cú màยัง used to thằng cho các một kha cho medical students hay cho resident physician cứ cho cứ Koobmoov để phình đau nó thì cú không được kha bố nó thì giờ là cứ bao chi từ xưa y ớt từ xưa nó thì cú chỉ một thì không lưu lên nữa này để cứ tôi bố mẹ cứ cú ô cho cú y nhỏ chinh rõ tức là thôi rằng gì mình chỉ ok thì yang mình ban tao nó thì mình lưu cái cú là mà bắt cho mình ước khó strategy mình chỉ cứ y ở tôi để cho lưu cho mình này để bộ tao muốn ít từ lao lên nước của ta cứ tôi bộ save the best for last là sẽ tao là cho lưu cái cú mua bây giờ lưu nhà lưu cú này vậy đó là cú sáng ta chỉ lưu nhà lưu cú maybe at best lưu tông lưu lao đó okay so thọ mẹ rằng gì cú chỉ muốn tao养cho mẹ đó là có rau mà at least cái养cú Hà Nội New York cái养cú very simple đóแต่ไม่กู้สาแต่ว่าจะอย่าท่านเราอย่างคือขโมยคือจะพูดอะไรคือใจหรือตัวคาเป้มันจีสุเกกันได้ละแต่อีปลาโน่นนั่นคือมาป้าเขาคือกูตัวโน่ติดจิตติดโมแต่ไม่ชดเลยคือมุกจะจุยมันจีลุชเมเท่าโน่นนั่นแต่เท่าคือเป็นจ่อคือculture หรือตัวหูตัวจุกูตัวนุ่งกูแต่ใช้กูโปกันตัวทาง他们去很少给个个在跟车跟到跟那儿，那在姑姑啥的，有了有去more experience 到，但是有一么个啥一天哈，他好那在姑姑有啊，在姑姑么就朋友让个你安度，得很到像也别都自开个姑娘湖，别路绕别叫绕下帮别叫都个在跟车个要 middle school 还 elementary 还 high school。nên là cũng sau này giải trí ra là cũng có cho cũng ít tuổi dịch lăng để tụi nó giờ dịch lăng trải nghiệm ta chỉ đào nếu cũng chỉ mong thọ ta chỉ mong yang là tôi riêng bảo lại ha để ta cũng cho dịch lăng trải nghiệm tuổi cứ ít plan nó bên mà bà introduce bên tụi kinh này để họ cứ yêu ôn nó mà tới giờยังไม่จบลงนั่นแต่ไม่เอา it's called the live podcast and so 他这边觉得是个有些米个比较落出来个当到呢，做点老呢，在很多呢，在有一做这个是那哈，古有些牛哈是糖呢，在古啥的很多古有一颗肉没炖浓，叫个这条路肉做咩了。กูก็อยากคือขบ้านเราแต่กูชิดเจอร้องเพลงเราแต่เรา always need ตัวคือปังฮะชิดหากูสาหัสจิตล้างใจยิ่งแล้วกูอยากอีตัวคือเจอฮะเป้าสุดเก๋คือกันเดินกันต้องกันเดินฮะจอมีโยมกันเดินชาเราแต่กูเอ็นไปเนี่ยตัวฮะเราแต่อินจิโน่เราแต่ไปเอาบีไปขอ podcast เราแต่ฟิงเต้าเนี่ยอยากฮัลโหลอังกฤษนะแต่กูทอจันสีช่วยไปเจอเราไปตุนงหรือมองอินูโน่เนี่ยแต่ไปหาไปตุนงหรือมีกาออสเตรเลียแต่ถ้าเป็นนงหรือมีกาวาสนี่โน่นโอเคแต่ยังไม่รู้นู่นตั้งชีตะก้าไอ้กูยังไม่ได้อยากกูจริงๆกูสาหาช่วยไปแต่เราแต่กูเลยมา emphasize but this part of the show thank you guys all you young folks for staying because now we're getting to the point where we're going to use more English. The reason why I'm speaking English today is my message is for you guys. So let me just pour the audience, otherwise I'm going to switch back to mom. How many of us here are below the age of 45? Can I see a show of hands? 45? Good. So we got a good majority that should understand English pretty well. Beyond that, how many of us here are parents, like have children? Raise your hands. Yeah, all of us here are parents, right? So, aku kuno nama phèn đau biết cho cái lo ra cái tôi nói là từ chỉ cái mô mình nhột tu là cái mô sinh dữ là để họ nói là cái message cho mình cho mình nhột mong cho mình cho sinh dữ là cho mình nhột cái trái tăng tỏ bí ổn nên cái nhỏ cho elementary, middle, high school, professional school cho họ mong như vậy số thành cái bây giờ thằng số này and so giờ bây giờ thằng số này nó từ bây giờ chúng ta sử dụng bị cả cho bây giờ sử dụng mong là để cho họ chúng ta tao lại and so I will switch to English for most of this conversation. And so this message is for my parents, my young people who are looking to get into undergraduate professional education. This will be a message for you to take home. The simple thoughts that are backed by scientific evidence that will help not only you succeed in the future, but also your children and perhaps the Hmong community. And so as we get off started, I just want to thank everybody for being here, and we can get the show on the road.
Okay, so we just want to say hello and welcome to Koobmoov workshop Hatsu Education Gekanda. Our purpose here today is going to be Dr. Koobmoov and I, Uyo Hatsu Education Ha Ge Leadership Yahu Hmong community. And so we just want to say welcome to everybody. For you guys to come and join us in this podcast. To host. Dr. Koobmoov some questions. And so then again, Nia Du MD, MPH, Chief Medical Officer for Noble Community Clinics with us today. And Dr. Kevin, you'll share new journey to provide insights on education and leadership to the various stages of the Hmong community. And so welcome, Dr. Kevin.
All right, thank you, Chanyang, for coming with me here. I really appreciate the fact that you're coming and asking some of the questions so that we can speak on education in the community.
Okay, so why don't you do some introductions, Dr. Koobmoov, a background and just your educational experiences and how you came into medicine.
All right, thank you, Chanyang. Yeah, so I would say that my passion for medicine started pretty young. This was in high school. But before that, I just want to tell everyone here too, a second and almost overempowering passion of mine has also had to be in education. And so as a young high schooler, I was always interested and had conversations with my father about how to learn, the best ways to learn. Now, my father, so my father was a gentleman named Thao. He was a young man when he arrived in Ban Vinai refugee camp some 40 years ago. At that time, he came from the peasantry of Laos, and so he was just a farmer. But he also realized the importance of education in Ban Vinai. And so he desired that when he came to the city, or the refugee camp, and he sought it out. And through that process, he actually learned not only how to learn English and math, but he also was very interested in learning how to learn. And so as I was going through elementary school and high school, we had long conversations about the way to learn the best that you can with the tools that you have. After that, I became very interested in not only learning medicine, but also learning how to learn and teaching others how to learn. I was able to, as I progressed through my career in education, learn and gain insights from all stages of learning. And so I graduated because a lot of my insight that I got from my father. Things like when you go and take a class and you're competing with the best minds, you don't have to be the best. You just have to be enough. And my father defined enough as an A, right? Like A, right? But he said, it doesn't have to be an A plus, so you're A minus, so that you'll be okay? My dad told me, just make the grade so that you don't burn your mind, because that is the most precious thing to you. And so using that advice, as well as the advice that all parents give, he said to me, son, I give you 3 choices. Medicine, law, or engineering, okay? Same thing, base choice for medicine, lawyer, law, engineer. So I came from the same household. I didn't like math, and so I didn't want to be an engineer. I didn't like to argue with people, so I guess I'm going to have to become a doctor. And so that's what I started, and I poured my passion into becoming a physician. After high school, so with the help of my father, I was able to gain good grades, graduated salutatorian of my high school, and for the salutatorian, it's the second place, and so I aimed perfectly for that was good enough to Madison, University of Wisconsin-Madison, boku tsaiku, tohala boku tsaiku, ha boku more scholarship chuku kuku score shachar on kuja test. Tohala de boku more full ride tuition scholarships, so ku jeneng kutsale chitotsar nyanzi mo ku kutsale ku kakta. Nyohu toku kukar undergraduate. While I was an undergraduate student, I continued to learn how to learn and to help my peers learn as well. What that meant was the University of Wisconsin is a huge university system. It has many majors, many buildings. It's almost a city in itself. Are there any people here who have gone to the University of Wisconsin-Madison or are going to the school? Yeah, you guys know, right? You have to like bike across, take buses across the university. However, if one knows how to navigate, how to select courses, how to pick your majors, then you can be very successful and become what you want to be. In my second year of undergraduate education, I learned about this job called a peer advisor. I thought the who are the honors in the liberal arts college. And so as a peer advisor, I helped my fellow students pick their classes and learn. And I talked with a lot of people about, hey, what's your strategy of learning? How do you overcome this class? How do you learn biology? How do you learn calculus? And so I was able to pick up a lot of insight. After I graduated from Madison with my bachelor degree in medical microbiology and immunology, I was given the fortune to attend medical school at the University of School of Medicine and Public Health. And so Madison undergraduate, even in medical school, saya kuya itu kar o kamala taku kumocho luchekandar hala kuya itu bangha kuya students. I was a peer educator to my students, teaching them things in anatomy as well as physics courses. Classes that I just had finished, I would turn around and help teach the new coming students. And so that allowed me to experience learning at the highest level. Koobmoov come on the to takino to holler. Gekar come on and she young yi yohing ya gekar sha ya gekar zone. Koobmoov karma kuku ta the pain nong toning yam la pain ma put the toning hand the illusion of the time salikupu. The toning no the mika kutoka jukuma Koobmoov shai iklan dharma po shai immo sipatun you tan shot the liquidation hana. That's come on, you're totally local. Good to picture Jala, good to Chotao, more compete to what I could jet chocolate with no Latino. That's it, Koobmoov, Garjuboha, so Gepong you had so Lunjubon and the Google, Data Butachi, and the Shaposhi Litanka, tactics, your skills, Guboshi, Gardandao Yak Shashima, you usually know, you only harm and you son of Tao. Come on, and the Kuku Sai had a Koobmoov to family medicine physician. Hanona de liquid law la manguha, Romea, Lupe, among Sanamo family medicine to Komasana. Taku Bay, Bo Sai, Bemo, Kamai, Bo Katrabe had a Yaha, Koobmoov family physician, surgeon, radiologist, to go psychiatrist, to go more. Ganu Manjoni no, Yaku, Nyaku Boyo take, Gajono, the good thoughts among side the good take, church upler. And that's because Yakumoshina, Koobmoov family medicine, Yatu Yutalepu, Soling so to Minyola, you do, Mong all the way to good law and you do your Lotola, you do who home more, you sign Minyo, you catch babies, you deliver babies, you also do procedures, you python, that's you pie loser, they look true, tell me, I know that you insert pie, how you insert coot like that, dark when you charge on that you pie liquid, check, come up pie. แต่กูกูใจเลยใจสีชาแต่อย่าไปเอาปังไปแต่มองนะแต่ทางเราไปเอาจุดเอาตรงกลางตัวคือคำว่า family medicine 到上就是多了 now กูสิเลยตัวเราไม่ใช่กูเนี่ยชิโร่ละฮะตัวเราเนี่ยตัวรอละแต่是啊เขากูก่อนเขามาไปรู้ลาไปรุ่นจงไปเดี๋ยวรอนะมากูจีโมคือคำว่าอะไรเนี่ยรู้เจกันนะคือ UW School of Medicine and Public Health เขากูใจ不在กูมองกันพวกข้าจะกูแต่กูอยากตัวมองที่อ้อคือตัวกันแต่พอรู้สึกว่าวันนี้หาไม่ถึงใช้มองบ้างคือมองอยู่มินนิโซตา so ไม่เดี๋ยวไปเดี๋ยวกูที่มินนิโซตาแต่กูcongratulate ไม่อยากกูรีบไป in terms of graduating จะกู come on แล้วกูอยากตัว second one ย้อนหูไปรู้ลาหูวาสกูจีเป้าชอบเขาวาสแต่สิเขาย้อนหูวาสเนี่ยช่วงกูมองกู come on แต่เป็นมัวตัวอย่างคือคำว่าคือยังมองนักเดวัดกูยังคือรู้ว่าหนูชอบเป็นเลยคือเก่าแต่ช่วงเด็กกูมองเพราะหอนั่นที่ชิมอนอินเทอร์นั่นน่ะเด็กการอยู่เลยซึ่งนั่นเด็กกูอยากให้เขาคือ motivate เราสิชงกูรู้ชามันการจงเลยคืออยู่ต่อ and so knowing that I was the second Hmong student to go through those hallowed halls at the University School of Medicine allowed me to motivate myself to do my best and try hard because knowing that there was no failure for my people as well as for my community. In medical school, after I graduated with my family medicine degree, I also continued to have a passion for teaching, and so I accepted a position at the family medicine residency training program in Wausau in 2014. From 2014 to 2019, I helped train 30 family medicine doctors, graduating 6 students, every year for 5 years. And so I'm happy to know that many of the physicians in the central Wisconsin area, especially if they work in Wausau and for Aspires, are many of my students. So ku family medicine training Madison Wausau. 但是 opposition 我们只要摸个 come on 哈，所以但是只要摸到卡就个 come on 个都打了，个有注意 additional training 然后 residency。แต่ที่ชงกูหนูอพังเก่าเปล่ามันจะอพังเก่าตัวนั่นแต่กู train 到ไปเจ้าตัวกู come on ตัวมองฮะคือนึกเอาอีกจะมีการคือรู้ไปเจ้ากู come on กูตายใช่นั่นนู่นตัวไปเจ้าตัวนี้ยังหัวซะ Thao ya da tu nei pe ka ku ti ku to wa sa to ku to ji ku nu ku da ku ja ku nu pa da po ja ku kama ya jong ta no de ya po kha ku be da de Thao no de ku tu ya tu ku kama ku kha the student ku ya po ja ku kama ta shi no na de ku ya I kha jong ta ha no de ku ta ku kha ji jong contract ju Aspires de ta ha no de ku mo o New Minji Natural John Stevens Point more private practice. Also, ta COVID lu chope ta ha na de ku sai kon nu ta shi no yin John Stevens Point. Pelu ku who noble community clinics near lu ku tu ta ton ning ku refugee ni ta ton ning ku ta na ta cha ta la pe yin tu ta ton ning ku to on nu agriculture la shi ta ton ning me ku to kan te to on nu chop te no pe yin tu po to shi ta la ku yin tu pe ta ku ti mong nya hu Stevens Point ha ta mi ka la ku yin tu to shi nya hu Stevens Point ta shi no la shi ku chai nanu class students the medical students, the high school students, ta ku chai the professor nya Chopelu Medical School, the Medical College of Wisconsin. So ku kha ku history no te ku chai tu nai ku dan chi ku chai the professor ta shi so ten ku mo onu no te ku incorporate I kha tu ku tsale ku feel ha ku to tramin chi ta su ke ku tsak tin che chu ta. All right.
Okay, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about my story. And so, I was born in 1980 in Ban Vinai refugee camp in Thailand. I was the oldest one of my family. And so then, Benya Vinai for 7 years. And so in 1987, our family came to Wausau. Koobmoov family in Wausau. And so then after we came to Wausau, my parents ended up having 9 kids. So I am the oldest of 9 kids. My father made $25,000 a year, and he was trying to support 11 mouths. All that he could afford was a 2-bedroom upstairs duplex. And then to make matters worse, there was lots of cockroaches in that apartment too. So they grew up very zonye. And I just remember, like we were just really poor. And so every day my dad would drop me off at school and could see how to go out, and so you can get good grades and you can go to college and you can have a better job. So always and you just don't want to continue to the really good thing is, America is the land of opportunity. You can have a better future than what you had before. So then I high school, and then that's where I and so then we got married, and we went off to college to UW-Stevens Point. New York, Washington D.C. Thao học của chị nhé, việc học rồi này cũng sẽ sáng tại, giờ bị lấy tiền từ tôi này shop thì nó có sẽ có sáng tôi biết cái chuyện còn để cái tôi khi mà growing up in Warsaw, mỗi cái tới cứ bao nhiêu du học bên bao nhiêu năm, bây giờ bị lấy tiền từ tôi này shop thì nó có sẽ điều tôi biết cái chuyện nó bây giờ, bây giờ là tôi khi bị sáng tại bây giờ tôi này sẽ na, but I guess I just believe that even though you're just one person can still make a difference. So then after like be a refugee, they can be gone, they're just citizen. I don't know, you're just rebellious. Thao you sure young thì bố mình sai ràng bộ hay thâu nữa này chỉ sáng tao ràng bộ hay tới sao hay lấy ràng bộ nữa này chỉ trong ấp hàng này chỉ của sao mong cho bên ngoài chỉ của sao mong trang tệ ta của yêu mong thang hàng bằng cho lu là Wisconsin nó cũng join the Wisconsin National Guard, and so with the Wisconsin National Guard thì more any natural disaster như là Wisconsin thì bố cũng biết thang hàng nhau lu là Wisconsin một bán tao họในที่ชอบผ่านไปในที่กุศลมงหิวท่าหางย้อนชอบไป Fort Benning Georgia ที่ทอไปมงเกี่ยวท่าหาง for 3.5 months กูวันจุดไปเถอะมีการ training แต่ว่าพ่อใช้กูพ่อแต่ก็อยากให้ในมองจีกูแต่กูอยากให้ในมองพ่อแต่เป็นสปอร์ตมองในทางไปก็อยากโชว์เราอย่าพ่อเราเกาหลีก็แต่น้องไปมองนะพ่อแต่มองในวันเชียงใส่มองอย่ามองเสียมองอย่าง And so bố hạ ta nhà rong sa hạ ta các địa phương citizen nó có cơ chế cả tổ bán vé tới theo mỹ cả nó thì bên một cái thang hàng này nhiều có ta đâu ta có yêu chuyên cái con này cứ luôn luôn ham mua rồi nó có the good okay mà like the really important thing is giờ có hạ cho tao có luôn luôn hạ ta no matter what I'm not going to give up, I will not quit. Nên chỉ chỗ các hạ tao họ nên chỉ the rest of your body will believe in that. So talk more thao là chỉ của nhà giờ là ít bộ biết chụp phỏng nữa, thì tất cả cứ bố tan cho chụp khủng chơi chụp áo hay chụp phỏ ha cái họ là chỉ của giờ rằng là ít bộ gì chọn nữa, chỉ bé sau khi chụp phỏng cứ bé bé lối chỉ mong chuyện cái họ là chỉ hình nhung này nữa. But after 3.5 months, we started graduate from boot camp, thì của tất cả lưu cho Wisconsin. So like you tụi tôi cứ poor nữa. Cô tất cả cứ có một chuyện bé cả tất cả một tháng hàng này chơi tối tất cả luôn nói chơi like nói chuyện với ta có tháng hàng này chơi có một cái college này chơi bé mà thể các thằng cái chuyện lúc bé có một cái college đó chơi sẽ bán tới du học nữa, and so that was really good. And then trong lúc khi tất cả cứ tất cả come back from boot camp này chơi lúc sau họ này chơi bố cả một tổ trò cứ nhau Iraq like lúc này này chơi bố sẽ là một bé bán hàng nhau Wisconsin nó So the Wisconsin National Guard had not been activated for full-time wartime duty since World War II. And then my luck, after I graduate from boot camp, I get okay, Wisconsin National Guard. Benny may bomb on it's just like, oh, how lucky is that, you know? For so long, National Guards don't want you to be able to go to Benny may bomb to Iraq, you know? So, lúc Thanksgiving of all time, probably the good tech called Taha, multiple who had Kuwait. Lúc take Kuwait, the butcher, Shashon Chapeta, Taha, Mikana, they want to quit the beds and band and topic of Che, pick up Paul, good Bay Totana. And then on my birthday, on December 12th of 2004, the books and some bit of Taha, Monsu, Iraq. Lúc đó cứ bối cảnh bên mông là để Samara, Iraq, lúc đó Samara north of Baghdad, lúc đó Samara lúc đó cứ bông mông để tàu Saddam Hussein, and so lúc đó nó bên bảo là bối cảnh tông này nó bối sát thế, hiện cho bên đó tham mỹ cả để bối lần du bên là để một lúc đó cứ bông du bên trong để lúc đó họ cứ bối cảnh bên mông á. On December 26th, so after bên mông to Iraq for about 3 weeks. Nên chế mong họ nên chế lúc sau họ đến sự thao hồ nó tất cả có thêm mỗi cái làm bàn cho giúp kế nó chế bitch part là mỗi cái bàn cho từ so the small mall tập trung tu nên chế we just enforced the curfew both bitch càng đó both the Iraqi both the both chế mong nó tập hợp có thêm một trong bàn nó tập họ nên chế bitch càng both the both chế nên chế họ bé một tàu kế nó giờ bé muốn nên chế bé giúp kế cái là bé cô tàu mấy nó tập họ bé bao tại bé giờ con nên sắp hếtไม่ได้บอกสุกิจการแต่ไม่เป็นชิการไม่ต่อยไม่ต่อยในเจ็บเป็นสารแต่ไม่โอ้ยังต้องเล่นชาเปย์ so on December 26th เป็นวันไทยต้องเล่นชาเปย์ของในเจ็บ an hour and a half into our mission it was late at night มองของในเจ็บกูมวยตัวไหนที่มวยตัวไหนที่ออกกูยังที่เปย์ on the front เจ็บเป็นวันตัวเก่งมองของในเจ็บ an hour and a half into our mission เป็นสปอร์ตแต่พวกจะต้องเล่นชาเปย์เพราะตัวมวยปาม shot in the middle of the road มองของจะจองตู้เป็นสปอร์ตแต่พวกจะปาม shot ของตัวในเจ็บกูตัวไหนngười nhau lên đạt được có một tuần này là nó chỉ nhau thiết bị nó chỉ bên một tàu kia là nó chỉ bớt từ một lúc bằng chơi chơi bên nó chỉ tháo bên một số họ chơi họ chỉ bớt từ đây nhiều lúc bằng nó chỉ của tuần này sau này xem là họ nhau chơi người của xưa nó chỉ của tuần này họ giờ tuần này thi ó cứ nhau lúc là Wisconsin cứ một tổ cho Iraq thì nhiều của tôi không chỉ cứ tôi in front of me thì họ yêu anh có bớt không sao Union and young people think they're going to live forever. And talk about tonai sia in front of kuna ke kala what you think ta na bia. Talk how you tonai sia tao nhớ je của sự na. Ku yin bin chai ra ta chai do tonai sia na ke lai be nhà một to be lu mi ne tonai this sia na. Be ko ke be to cho họ na yo có all gì đó. Bé nhà mong tổ bé với anh ấy xỉa nó chỉ sáng tạo bé chủ yếu của tổ có yêu hôn gì liền gì hay cái yêu những món từ yêu sản gì so cú ná cú chỉ bé muốn chơi nó cái thằng nó cái cú yên sáng tạo lại cái cú tập khen cái cú yên bán cho cú tập khen bán chuyện sai bán tập cú sao cái cú sai hạt cho bán chuyện đó bán chuyện cho bán cái thâu cú lúc xưa họ cái thâu cái tập áo cho cái hóa xong cái you know vì cho cái sản cú đang chơi cái cú yên mà ông cho có So then by the end of 2005, I came back to Wasa after being hotel. So then in 2008, I graduated from college. I got my teaching degree, so I became Itu Neku for 6th grade, history. And so I did that for 8 years. And then I master's degree. Cụ thay some way to school principal nó chỉ có cái cũng cái tao cụ call master's degree nó chỉ cụ thay một way to summer school principal bao hiểu nhau cho đầu á sao để hiểu ở bằng cụ chỉ là để cụ tập anh cụ tập lúc cụ học cụ bằng bằng chữ sẽ bằng chữ sao cụ năng chữ thì hiểu ở bằng cụ chỉ là để cụ thay một chuyển sang ý bằng chữ church để hiểu ở bằng cụ chỉ là cụ thay bị cụ học second masters more sư So that's what I do today. That's what I go as a food try paper junior cho tiền hóa sơ and trong often có họ để which all that she may about doctor may see her. của nhỏ bằng có họ nên tiền như ha của tại chỉ trang cái lúc camp nhớ trong the Wausau School District cứ in the summertime có sẽ có cái bé có summer program bé khai cái nhiều môn hạt sự cái kiến cử môn ha môn culture ha môn language bé có nói có cứ Dr. Macy ha của tại chỉ trang nhớ trong the Wausau School District. So that's a little bit about Koobhmoov history.
Great. Thank you, Sivir Chang, for telling me a little bit of that history. Yeah, so now we're going to get into the meat of Kotok Hatsuke.
Okay, so Dr. Koobmoov, let's begin with your early childhood education. What do you think was really important, especially in the Hmong community?
Yeah, so this is something that I've had many conversations with the parents of my patients who are children who come in to see me in Wausau and Stevens Point. I have, as a doctor, a usual talk that I give to my patients when they are children in early development. And so as I said before, family medicine is a wonderful field because you get the chance to take care of patients even when they're in their mom's womb, right? So when the mom and the pregnant patient comes to you, they get asked for advice as how to best give health to the child. You can give them information. After you deliver the baby, they become your child as well. And so the work starts to help the child become healthy. One of the things that we do to help children be healthy is talk a lot about education. And so early education is very important for children's development and their health, as I've found. I have many partners and community partners who are physicians who work with me. And I just want to tell everybody here, especially the parents, about two very important concepts when we talk about the health of the children. So the first concept is actually a concept that has been very well studied, and this is the concept of language development. Okay, the họ cứ chỉnh chính cứ cú tao bù bê tâm nhiều cái tâm nhiều mong nhiều mi cả sẽ lên từ là cứ cú tao chí mà cú chí thọ cứ cú tu bố thọ cứ bi ông nhiều giàu tao cú chí bố nó để phèn tao cú khá cho nạt cho xí hạt sự cho tâm nhiều của người cả tao cứ rong hạt cứ lư rong để họ cứ cú khá cho bố nó để nhiều mong ai vậy. So what I tell them is about two theories that we give our parents. The first theory is language development and language gaining skills. And so when I say this, it almost sounds so simple. But if we all reflect on how we actually raise our children, how much of us do we actually do this activity? And the activity is easy. It's just talk to your child, okay? The kaku solution, a secret. That's it. Talk to your child, okay? Để watch bên mong nè, cô biết cho nó gì, biết cho bút cho yar, cứ cho nó tay, yar gì cứ cho cứ tu bên mong nè. Ít khó cứ bút tao ha cởi tao ha bao tao cứ yo bao nhiêu tụi mình yo lúc của mình mỗi tụi tôi nên cứ một chảo cái cho cái rong nó thế. Ngay yo chụp tao hà lưu cho mình tụi mình yo, right? Dùng gì mà nó sao? Hà lưu cho mình tụi mình yo. And why do I say that? It's simple. Cho khó cho tu tsar tu che tu far tu char cái thọ cái Koobmoov cả, rồi tu nên mika, tu nên cái mo nham lo nu, tu nên cái tsar che, hấp thọ cái Koobmoov compare, là sẽ Koobmoov mo bi cho, tu nên cái chỉ tsar che, tu nên cái cụ chỉ mo nham mo tsam lo nu, to khó cái Koobmoov tao cái affect của tụi mình nhau mà, cho cái nát gì cái tsar che. Bố yên mô ít từ cứ nhau hụt chế phèn đau ya từ nà nó mà nó chia làm nó rủ cho mình nhỏ thế này ta sử nó khó hao lợn nó khó nụ mà ya thang bền cho tụi mình nhỏ khá tụi mình nhỏ cho tụi mình nhỏ để thọ cứ bố môn cho tụi mình nhỏ hắn khó cứ bố mô tê lưu show cứ car like microphone hắn lưu recorder mô car cho nà thang cho mình nhỏ đó nhỏ tê cho chế cứ bố nụ hắn và mình nó thấy bố cứ bù ta inu từ nà nó nhiều hà lù lại cứ plau chi sơ mong cho tụi mình nhỏ ta mò lại nè tụi mình mò tê lại nó tụi nà hà lại họ tụi mình nhỏ hà lại nó tụi nà hà lại họ tụi nà từ tới rằng story tới rằng đỡ cho tụi mình nhớ số nuเลยนะเขาเนาะต่อปุ๊บมันปีจนจะต้นเองคือก็คือชิมัวพวกกูปู่ตาแต่ฝันดาวช่างจะหนักจะสีจะพูดจะอยากคือรู้จะมีโยนหาเลยคือออเปลูดูชิเขาอีสมองจะตมีโยนะ so now you must sayนะyou know who you training and I'm guilty of this too even this whole week กูตู่กูบอกเปล่าตู่นะอีตู่เกี่ยวตั้งต่อมันกับ UW-Madison itu siang nol na tenia ya tu senior kunya pelu high school itu kuya mong tu freshman ya cholo high school ham itu kuya mong cho hong chi ya yu mo sang chi yu tu king yu ku tu tu si ta ta na mo nu thao chao mong yu tu mong la xiao mong yu le ba lu zu je ha yu happy cha lu lu zu yu tu mi yo na ya fei dao yu lu zu je oh da ka lu la yeah morning that's it ta na ho so after that ka tu mi yo tu chi mo o shi la right so konoma ya kajing ding chana you don't share you have to find the time to talk to your children and give them the words omo ta lupia ya ku tonen ku tao jong sanje compared to ya ku tonen ku chi tao jong sanje ya lu ku tu minyo no ku thao ku nu yu lu ha thao ku nu mong cho mo no nyong plau song ni yo pi mo kindergarten ha tu ku minyo ku nya hu lu che va main nu nó bê lang lu lu ku nu yon yu han nu bao han nu ju shi đó ku minyo ku chi tao te ja tao chang bê tao pang sa na ya ya mo sa na e lu lu ni yo develop ni yo lu lang va main ya nu nong tao bê lang compared to bê tao pang lu lu su how different is that okay so there's this program ni mo ka program ku come on you tao it's called Lina有一个 program 佢俾應當卡咗嗱就只個特別就對面有，因為要對面有主路樣就要 at least 一時夢二時夢一路特別就呢都跟住讓人家個幫緊大讓人家 so we pull the children to the parents we speak with them we talk with them we read to them right and so as we do that the child's brain is going to develop and that's all it takes is interaction however as we parents being very busy we know how much effort it takes. One thing we warn the parents about is do not let the cell phone be an excuse, be a replacement for talking. Okay? Lu iPad, lu cell phone, moms, you guys know this, right? There's nothing that calms a child down better than a phone in front of their face. But we know the answer is no. The American Academy of Pediatrics, they recommend you only give your child inuma awesome maximum. iPad, TV, movies. So please don't understand that, oh yeah, they got draw cartoon, draw TV, draw video, no. Behind. That there's another important concept that I want to show our parents as well that will give your child, as evidence proves, the advantage in the world, and that is reading to them. Okay?ตื่นตาจุกตมิโยข้าจุกตมิโยท่าเก๋คือตื่นตาใจเนี่ยพอมีไอซ์ละเนี่ยอีกข้อคือจริงคืออยู่ว่าจุดตมิโยนะแต่ถ้าอยู่ตมิโยปู่ฮะแต่อยู่ตื่นพอนตาจุกตมิโยนะแต่เนี่ยป้าฮะตอนตาเนาะจะลูกกูหนักกูจีตื่นกูปู่กูอยากตื่นจุกกูนะ and it doesn't have to be มีการนะแต่ฉันว่าแต่เป็นตัวบทจะพอนตามองก็อยากจะ children's book right and so ก็ตื่นชิตาลุมิกาแล้วก็มองตื่นลุมองจุดมิโยจะอยากก็หาชิตาลุมิกาจุดมองแล้วก็หาลุมองจุดมิโยแล้วหาอยากจงฮะจุดหาอยากมิโยเป้าหาเตาอ้อจุลุเลยแล้วแต่อยากอีกข้อคือหาอยากจงตัวหนึ่งเป้าอีจุลุสินะ and so talk to your children read to your children the evidence shows that it boosts education it boosts brain growth and it will be something that will benefit your child ต่อคือเป็นปีจอนะแต่เป็นชิตต่อกูในรุ่นๆคือเป็นเลยมาจอต่อปีจอนะแต่เป็นจะหนักจะสิ từ mình nhớ tôi chỉ yêu tao na em bố tôi mua cho microphone cho lúc lăng na em bố tôi cho số cho lùm cho từ mình nhớ nông thọ cái này tôi chỉ tao sinh tu luôn này à and so this is what the văn cái chế cái giờ nên cứ tao kế vào mình bố tôi bị bố tôi cho bây giờ mình nhớ na and so this in early childhood development is very important for your child even before they go to school.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Koobmoov. Nên tại các Koobmoov school, punya elementary school, nên share, how do we help them to succeed in those primary years?
Yeah, so that's another great question. They could Thao could domino be schooler, no the Koobmoov eating could kajo their parents. And this one I'm going to say more in English because this is more on the parents' responsibility than your put the yarna. So the put the yarna that like wa be kuchu paulo mikala. The parents do speak English. And so one of the things that has been shown to be effective in raising a well-developed child and a smart child is being involved in their schooling. Okay? So, salita, pagkukuhada, you tao mo you do king cho habang you tar you do minyo tsuke kantarna. Tankino Dr. Zongyan Nukuhaler, tatapeo chutat tar minyo. Now I'll give you the secrets of how you do that as a parent, right? This is the deeper secrets of how you can make that child one of the smartest in their class. And so you've already read to them, you've already talked to them. That they've already got that advantage. They've got the 3 million words compared to their peers, right? Your work doesn't stop there. When your child gets into school, you need to be involved in their education. And what do I mean by that? I want you to know the teacher that teaches your child on a first name basis, right? The way that you do that is you introduce yourself on day one of school. Hey, I'm little Jimmy's mom and dad. I'm so-and-so. This is my email. This is my phone number. If you have any issues with Jimmy, I want to know about it. I'm the mother here, okay? Also, past that, you want to get the teacher's email and their phone number, right? And to be able to communicate with the teacher. If your little child all of a sudden starts to stumble, to struggle, then you have somebody that can work with you. Understand, these teachers, like Tan Chanying was for many years, these are the people that are with your children for 8 hours a day. That is the most influential person on your child, is your child's teacher. So know that person. Every grade, first monsoon grade, Gina, there's only one teacher. So you go talk to that teacher and you say, hey, anything that you need, anything that I can do to help my child learn, Toku Numo Parent-Teacher Conference, I consider that one of the most important meetings in your child's life and in your life. I never, even if you come out to Onu, you tell someone, you will not, so young, you talk the homola, if they knew more parent-teacher conference, I cancel my appointments, I take my afternoon off, go up with the whole we go sit in front of the teacher. Both parents show up. Because well, maybe no, mom and dad both show up to the meeting. Every meeting. You guys are invested in this child's education. Feedback. Take her feedback, implement her feedback, they are going to elevate to the next level. And so, as your children are going through elementary school, be involved in their education, be involved in their parent-teacher conferences. Plan, think about how you guys plan for vacations, plan for buying a car, a house, plan your finances. Do you put that much time and effort in training and raising your children? That is an effort that needs to be done because you can invest in economics, you can invest in your own education. That payoff will come back multitudes time. And one way to invest is have your children in elementary school be involved and be involved with your children as they go to school. Right?
So how about high school education? How do we prepare Hmong students for college or career?
Yeah, but before that, I want to ask you, because you worked a lot in the middle school, about middle school education. And so can you tell us a little bit about WASA and the December school system, particularly about after elementary school, the tracking system and advancements in different classes like math and English, and how a parent can get their child into more advanced classes in middle school?
Yeah, so that's a really good question. In middle school, usually sometimes there's kind of like 3 tracks. The first track is for like special needs students, and so once they hit that special needs, the classes are just going to be so much more different. The opportunities for like struggle with reading and writing, then there's the regular track, and then there's the track for the gifted and talented students. And so what I think is also really difficult is sometimes our kids get put into like learning disability classes, but learning disability, it's not that. Sometimes it's just the fact that like they just don't have enough English. They just don't have good cognitive skills. They put in special needs classes, and then after that, they get tracked into special needs, classes, which takes them a whole different route. And then there's the kind of the regular classes, and then especially in junior high and high school, one thing that we have to really encourage is that there are advanced placement classes where you take the advanced placement classes. High school go to classes, college, classes. So as much as we can, I think it's really important for us as parents to really encourage to take those classes that are advanced placement, so they're taking that in high school, so that when they go to college, they already have some of those credits already. So that's really, really important. And sometimes like I tell them like you should take some of these advanced placement classes, and like, well, I'm not smart enough, but it's just like, you have to try. It's going to be hard, but you don't know how you're going to do until you take those classes. And so I think it's really important that we have to be really involved in education, because if not, they're just not going to do quite as well. And like Dr. Koobmoov says, Thao the principal, like their parents are very involved. And then when it comes like it's just like sometimes the education, parent-teacher conferences, like what we really need to do is we really need to be more involved in education, especially when it comes to that secondary level. Research has shown us, I don't know if you guys know this, but what's really important, Dr. Koobmoov, he talked about reading. Do you guys know the most critical stage, what year is really critical for a student as far as reading? Because after that, it's so hard for them to catch up. Anybody want to take a guess? What grade? Third grade. Okay? If the kids are going to do really good first, second, and third grade, that's good. After that, struggle. Everything continues to go down. So, you have to really help your kids before they
mô chi chi no mô tu cho pe sho yo pi mo I tu va pi mo po yo ti cho lu yo pi mo I tu zu pi mo po yo